the court like okay boomers. I keep singing.
I can't find a lie.
So I keep looking. So I keep looking. We keep singing.
I can't find a lie.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away.
They gon' know me as legendary. When he stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married.
Yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option.
How about that pass? Come on, that was amazing. Nice.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. And we're at the beginning of a long NBA season, Doris, for a team looking to go the distance. What's the single most important thing to establish early?
Probably, Kevin, the commitment to the collective. You know, there's always going to be new faces. How do you integrate those personalities? Can you get everyone on the same page at the outset? Understand some nights some guys may play, maybe not the next night. Are you committed to the team?
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And for Portland, at the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Bridges. And it's Paul top the key, 5 on the clock. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Ayton finds Bridges. Back to Ayton. Second chance shot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Covington, a screen on Paul. Here's Lillard. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Potent with and without the ball, McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs, Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as as it gets.
Now, here's Lillard after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Paul against Lillard. Paul kicks to Bridges. Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. And, of course, game 1 of the season gives them their first real look at Phoenix. Here's Powell. A beautiful reverse layup.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender. Norman Powell on the dribble drive. Okay, I see you.
Ayton in the high post. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. And Covington sends it back. In the corner, Powell with it. He dishes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. There's the triple. Second shot opportunity. Nurkic can't hit. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Powell against Crowder. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Shoots over Nurkic. They get it back. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lillard outside. The pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Your Blazer dancer. Look who's coming out onto the court. Come on, give it up for your Blazer dancer.
So for the Trailblazers, Cody Zeller's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Suns here with a different look. Sharge checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamit's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Johnson outside. Pass to Sharge. Fires the three. The rebound by Simons. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nance sets a screen for Powell. Shoots over Crowder. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nance outside. Clock at 4. Goes back up. And it's finished off inside by McCollum. McCollum's got 5.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Shamet misses in close. The Trailblazers on offense, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Cullen passes to Simons. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Zeller setting the pick for Powell. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 3. Payne with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. There's the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now Payne. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Now with the talent around him, Damian Lillard able to play off the ball. He explained how that helps him get open.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. You know, the energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
And Damian Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
The veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Robert Covington out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Nance in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here's Bridges. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The dish to Sharge. Over Zeller. Offensive stats and records always draw more attention, Doris, but the defensive skill level in the NBA right now is also incredibly high.
It is, Kevin. We talk about basketball IQ, and so often we're referencing the offensive end of the floor, how to manipulate pick and roll, how to read and react in some motion offenses. I think high-caliber, smart defensive players impact winning as much as anybody. Do you have game plan discipline? Do you know what your philosophy is? Do you understand the personnel on the opposite side? That takes work and it takes commitment, and I have great admiration for those guys.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Covington. McCollum against Booker. Picked by Zeller. That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Bridges. Dishes it to Johnson. And stolen by Lillard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Paul kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Booker. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
And you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Paul kicks to Sharch. Booker looking around. Sharch with the screen for Booker. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And yes, it's good.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Lillard against Paul. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Takes a three. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, coming off a terrific season. Second in free throw percentage, third in scoring, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. The results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you.
Your Blazer dancer.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Simons is checked in. And then for Phoenix, Landry Shamet's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Booker. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Lillard against Paul. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority. That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Ayton the screen.
2 minutes.
Shoots over Nurkic. That one off the back iron and out. Portland leading by 6. It's Powell with the drive.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
The Suns have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Paul passes to Shamet. It's Crowder on the wing, covered by Nance. Suns moving the ball around. Payne can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Powell with it, now guarded by Ayton. Paul with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Shamet kicks to Paul. Back to Shamet. Now here's Payne, covered by Lillard. Clock at 6. Here's Ayton over Nance. And it's Ayton missing. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Simons, the pass to Nance. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Nice move. Goes up again. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Lillard, right side.
Well, Lillard always commits to his shot, so he sticks with it despite the foul and gets it off.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
Dame at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland, just the latest star from the town.
The free throw is good from Lillard.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Shamet. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens and we got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Portland Trailblazers. Now, Shaq, we need you to provide sound effects. They took the reins in the first half, galloping ahead. Now, soaring like an eagle.
That's not an eagle. That's a pterodactyl.
They hope they don't lay an egg.
I literally cannot believe we just did that.
Don't be jealous, Kenny.
Can you give me that egg sound effect again?
Oh.
And now let's talk about that first half. Everything falling into place for the Trailblazers.
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Crowder.
DeAndre Ayton, the first pick of the 2018 draft. He was obviously the consensus #1 at the time. So hard to pass on a center like him who's got size, athleticism, and an elite vertical threat at the cup.
Now here's Crowder following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Inside, here's Lillard. McCollum passes to Nurkic and stolen by Booker. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Pass to Ayton. Back to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. No good from Booker.
And that was a loaded 2018 draft class. Not just Ayton, but Doncic and Trae Young as well.
Yeah, there were some question marks early in his career about whether that was the right selection, but boy, Ayton has been a tremendous fit for them. This guy's upside is still so high.
Now Covington, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Crowder against Lillard. Crowder kicks to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Oh, Ayton in position.
But Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Lillard outside. Pass to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Powell, the pass to Covington. And here's McCollum for 3. And no good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Ball surveying the floor. And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Booker against McCollum. Outside, Covington. Covington, a screen on Paul. And that one's good. Lillard's got 11.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
It's time for T-shirts. All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on, give it up for your Blazer dancers. Your Blazer dancer.
A different look now for Portland. Cody Zeller's checked in for Nurkic. Nance comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Landry Shamit's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Payne passes to Saric. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal, first team foul.
Johnson against Covington. 5 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Shamet. Over McCollum. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forward.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Here's Payne. Larry Nance making his last shot, and it's good. 2 points.
Boy, what determination from Dario Saric. So good at being aggressive around the rim.
It's Covington on the wing. McCollum outside. Shoots from 12. And he gets the bucket. And that's 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Bridges outside. He's looking for Saric and finds him. And too long on the shot. Portland leading by 11. Nance outside. Covington finds McCollum. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Saric grabs the board. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Bridges passes to Saric. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
This guy is an efficient scorer. Dario Saric knows his strengths on the offensive end and can capitalize.
Back to McCollum. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got 12 in the game.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick and roll option.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Portland out in front. They're up by 11. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
It's the fourth quarter.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Zeller is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nance, and it's Powell in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Ayton, and the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Nance outside. Booker against Powell. Back to Lillard, the 3. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 11. Booker outside. On the wing, Bridges. Ayton against Nurkic. Ayton kicks to Bridges. And there's the pass to Booker. Now Ayton. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Ayton missing. Over in the corner, Lillard. Pass to Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Dishes to Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nance against Bridges. Passes to Crowder. He kicks it to Ayton. For 3, Booker. And the Suns miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's one of the things Nurkic does so well. Absorb contact and still be in control.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
And they've consistently drilled that mid-range jumper as well, and that's really opened things up for them.
Free throw good. Nurkic.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Now here's Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Drives to the hoop. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And that one, good.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Powell against Booker. Nurkic a screen on Booker. Here's Powell. Nurkic trying to get open. Down low. Kicks it out to Paul. Bridges against Zeller. And here is Bridges. Booker finds Crowder. Bridges outside. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Powell dishes to Nurkic. Powell the pass to Lillard. Nurkic a screen on Paul. Here's Lillard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. In the corner, Crowder with it. That 3 off the mark. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
With the timeout. Who wants a t-shirt? Make a little noise. All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on, give it up for your Blazer dancer. laser dancer.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington comes in for Cody Zeller, and McCollum subbed in for Nance. Lillard against Paul. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded close off with the layup. Bridges with it. Lillard picks him up. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Stolen by McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. 1:30 left in the fourth. Powell kicks to McCollum. 6 to shoot to the right side. Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Portland.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Now Booker after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Booker with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lillard against Ayton. Lillard with the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Ayton, a screen on Covington. Nurkic with the steal. Here's McCollum. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Damian, this team is on a roll and finding ways to win. What would you say about how you're playing?
I mean, it just shows growth. Our team is getting better every day. In practice, we play close attention in film, and I think we've just been locked in over this whole win streak, and we've been able to transfer into the games.
I know you want to keep it going, man, so congrats on the W. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.